Hi everybody, welcome back here. David Szczepanski with Stephen Kane, my WXVU broadcast partner. The final Battle of the Blue, possibly today, at least for a long time. Steve, favorite Battle of the Blue memory? I know we've called some games together, including at Newark, Delaware last year. Favorite memory or prediction for today's Battle of the Blue?
Yeah, David, that's where my mind was going to go to. I mean, last year wasn't just a Villanova win, but it was a dominant one at that. I mean, 35-7 on the road. Not only they beat Delaware for the 16th time in the last 18 editions of the Battle of the Blue, they also won the CA trophy in Delaware Stadium, so that's got to be the biggest memory for me. I mean, Villanova, last 2 decades really, they've dominated this rivalry. Hopefully that continues today.
Yes, 17 of the last 19 have gone in favor of your Villanova Wildcats. Stay tuned for much more action from the tailgate here at the Battle of the Blue. And I'm here with
Joe McCoy. Great to be here with David. He's one of our biggest supporters.
And it's great to be back. We had an interview a couple weeks ago, and now it's time, Joe. What is your favorite Villanova versus Delaware Battle of the Blue memory?
All right, I played here, late 70s, with Howie Long. I'm not going to give you one particular game, but I'm going to give you a great story. So we go to Delaware, and usually back then we played them in September, early in the season. It's got to be 95, 100 degrees outside, humid, and they stick us in. The away locker room was literally a closet. And back then, the story coach at the time was Tubby Raymond, the inventor of the Delaware wing tee, famous. The locker room had to be 120 degrees. We find out later, Tubby Raymond turned up the heat before we played. David, it was unbelievable. I'm sweating. That's how this rivalry is. People would do anything to win. I mean, it's, over 100 games. And, over the years, the thing that comes back to me is the Westbrook years were unbelievable. When Brian Westbrook was here, Eagle Hall of Famer, Brian was unbelievable. I just remember Brian scoring touchdown after touchdown against Delaware. And that's kind of where the tide turned. I mean, they used to have our number back in the day. But then all of a sudden, in the tally era, it turned. And I think we won 15 of 16.
17 of 19.
17 of 19, okay? And it's going to be 18 of 20 after today.
Okay, a score prediction, Joe?
A score prediction, I think it's going to be close. I hope that it's not a shootout. So I'm going to say Villanova 21, Delaware 14.
I think definitely a defensive battle favors Villanova. Well, thank you so much for tuning in. Thanks, Joe.
Thank you, David. Thank you.
And go Cats. Thank you.
Cats.
Thank you. All right, we are here with another Battle of the Blue interview as we tell our favorite stories between Villanova and Delaware games over the year. The 58th edition of the Battle of the Blue today here at Villanova Stadium as the Cats look to win their 15th consecutive game here at home. And I'm here with
Kevin Scanlon, class of 81, old football player. I have 3 women in my house that are University of Delaware ladies. My wife and 2 daughters. My daughter in her freshman year in 2016 bought me a t-shirt that said Villanova 21 wins, Delaware 21 wins, 2 ties. Since then we are 16-2 proudly. I change that t-shirt every year with the piece of tape with the win total, and today we're going to notch one more. Go Nova.
Welcome back here to the Battle of the Blue Tailgate. I'm here with
Eric Tripp.
Eric, great to be here with you today. We're sharing Delaware versus Villanova, Battle of the Blue favorite memories. You have so many. I know you were talking about it kind of off air. What are some of your favorite memories of the Battle of the Blue over the years?
Well, I was a KVU sports director back from 72 to 76. So I'm going to give you an old one. Back in 1973, Frank Polito ran 2 touchdowns, 2 punt returns back for touchdowns as we killed Delaware 24-7. It was the first time that Villanova player, Frankie, who's a friend of mine, ran 2 touchdowns back on punt returns. And the most recent, there are a lot of good memories recently. The 99 game, which Villanova won in overtime, 45-38. Delaware scored 38 straight points. 38 straight points in the game and still lost 45-38. And I think my all-time favorite one was 2002. As Coach Andy Talley likes to call it, the drive. Villanova needed this game for the playoffs. They were losing 34-31. 90 seconds left, going 75 yards. Brett Gordon finally hits White in the end zone, 15 seconds left. Villanova beats Delaware 38-34 and on to the playoffs and the national semifinals against McNeese State.
Well, looking to go back to the playoffs today with a win over Delaware. Prediction, Eric, for today's game, either a player, a score?
Villanova 34, Delaware 17.
All right.
It won't be close.
Another blowout possibly here at Villanova State. Thanks so much, Eric, for joining me. Thank you. everybody. Hi, everybody. Welcome back here to the Battle of the Blue Tailgate, sharing our favorite Villanova versus Delaware stories. I'm here with
Kathy McCoy.
And Kathy, what is your favorite Villanova versus Delaware memory?
My favorite Villanova versus Delaware memory is 2010. My son was on the team, and we were tied 21-21 at the end of the game. Went into overtime, and we scored in overtime to make it 28-21. Delaware got the ball, was going in for a touchdown to tie that, or possibly go ahead by 1, and they fumbled on the goal line, and Villanova won that game, 2010.
That's fantastic. And Villanova's dominated the series recently. Quickly, Kathy, any prediction for today's Battle of the Blue?
Prediction for today, I'm going 28-21, Villanova.
Sounds good. Thank you so much,
You're
Kathy.
welcome.
Go Cats. Thank you.
Go Cats.